back to WRPB Studios. Clean up, taking care of things around the house. We all do it. We all go through a process every day to pick things up, But, how often do we have that garage that we just put things in because where else are we going to put them? And then, I've got this rule in my house. If I haven't used it in the last 6 months, I probably don't need it. But now I've got a garage full of I don't need it. And I know that if I go through them, I'm going to find out that I really do, even though I won't use them for another 6 months. So I reach out to professionals like Jeremiah from Freedom Seeking Junk Removal. Thanks for coming in, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Jeremiah, what is your business?
My business, we do junk removal. It's called Freedom Seeking Junk Removal. I created it about last year, July. My mother, she passed away, and I always wanted to do junk removal ever since like 2019. But after she passed away, I was like, you know what? Let me start this business, and the world need junk removal every day, all day, So I just decided to start it.
So, what kind of things do you deal with? I mentioned the garage.
hmm Well, we deal with a lot. We deal with maggots. We deal with hoarders. We deal with just furniture pickup, curbside pickup, a lot of things. And you never know what you're going to walk into. You can walk into just a mattress pickup, or you can walk into a hoarder house that just had everything sitting there for 3 years.
Wow.
So you just gotta hope for the best and do your job.
So, I'm sure you probably have a team behind you.
hmm
How many people do you
My,
work with?
well, my younger brother, he went off to college, Moise. Shout out to you, Moise. He helped me in the beginning, the first year, but he went off to college about 2 months ago. So right now I have two people helping me, two other junk removal companies helping me, and that is Junk Eaters and that is Clean Slate Junk Removal. Both of them, they are helping me like whenever I need a second guy to, back me up
Hmm.
or to dump it for me because I do work a 9 to 5. So those two guys definitely help me a lot. So
Nice.
shout out to you, Junk Eaters and Clean Slate Junk Removal.
Hey, Jeremiah, let's talk about how does it work? Do I need to go through what I want to get rid of, or do you just come in and start picking stuff up and hauling it?
Well, it all depends because you have different customers. So you have the customer that says, "Hey, I just want all of this gone," and they'll point to it in the corner, and then you just remove it. And as you're removing it, they will stand there and saying, "Wait, I want to keep that," or "Wait, I want to keep this." And then you have the second customer where it's like, "I have made a pile over here. I just want you to remove this, and that's it. Everything else in this corner, leave it alone." And that's how you do it. And then you have the third customer say, "I want everything gone. If you see it, dump it." And you have to double check with that customer. Are you sure you want to throw away this $1,000 game set? And they're like, "Yes, I want everything gone." So you just do what the customers say and make sure that they're happy at the end.
So, you've got those customers. How do you determine, is it really junk? Is it something that I need to get rid of? Say you have that hoarder house.
hmm
Obviously, we've all seen the TV shows with the hoarder houses, and
Yes.
we can sit back and we can look at them and say, "Oh yeah, 100% of that stuff is garbage. Just get rid of it. Who needs it?" But there's probably something of value in there somewhere.
Right.
What do you do in those cases?
Well, first thing first, we're trying to save on the dump fee. So we will take that and donate it to either a neighbor or some type of program around and try to give it away. Usually most programs, especially in store, they're shut down by 5 o'clock. So if you do a job, you got to make sure you get to those places before 5.
Hmm.
And then the second thing, you can bring it home and then you can resell it on Facebook. You got to be careful though. Some people don't like when you resell their stuff. They really want you to either just throw it away or donate it. They don't want you to sell it for money, which is understandable. And then the third thing is really you can just keep it for yourself. For example, a couple they broke up and the woman saying she wanted to throw away these guys dumbbell sets, and you're like, that's good money right there. You can use it. You just use it for yourself and just recycle it instead of just wasting it. And
So there's not really a rule per se
mhm.
as to what to do. Obviously, I would think that being ethical, you would speak to the property owner and say, hey, this is here. But if they're telling you to get rid of it,
Mhm.
it's garbage. One man's trash is another man's treasure type of thing. Is that it?
Right. That you really just speak to them and you just understand who they are as a person because you don't want to upset the customer. If they say throw away that they don't want to ever see it again, then just throw it away. But
Hmm.
if they're okay with you keeping it, selling it, or donating it, that's okay as well.
So, do you work with different nonprofits in the area that might need some things?
Well, that's the thing. You just got to call around different companies, and a lot of companies, I would say in Port St. Lucie and Stewart, they're really full. Like they're, oh, we don't need it. I even call thrift stores, and they will say they're full, they don't want it.
Hmm.
So I just try to give it away to people that I know, and I would hope they give it away to people who really needs it. For example, a TV. It was a big TV, 50 inches. I don't need a TV in my home, so I give
Hmm.
it away to somebody. They say, "Oh, I know someone that can use it." Hopefully, they take that 50-inch TV and give it away to somebody who's really going to use it.
Nice.
So,
So it's nice to be able to bless other people with
right, right.
things that.
It's not always about the money. Like, yes, as a business, you want to make money,
Sure.
but sometimes, I mean, I want to save on the dump fee as well. So, if I can give away, a lot of things to people and save even $50 on the dump fee, hey, let's do it. And other people are getting free things.
So, what kind of things do you take care of? Is it just like home goods? Is it furniture? What is it that you're hauling for people?
Anything, honestly, except paint, car batteries, anything that's like hazardous or explosive. We don't deal with ammo, none of that, crazy stuff, because you don't want to get fined by the waste management, by the garbage, and you also don't want nothing to blow up in your truck.
Sure.
So really, I just try to stay away from any type of chemicals, any type of paint, and like mechanic things for car parts. It's just a headache, man. And also tires. I stay away from tires because that's a lot of money to dump it. Some tires can be 20 pounds, more. So I just stay away from the hazardous things.
So, tell me what the process is. I need to get rid of some things. I pick up the phone, I give you a call.
Hmm.
How do we determine what goes, what you can't take? Is there a consultation involved? What do we do?
Okay. So you would call us or text us, and we'll come out and we'll give you a free estimate. And you say, I have this, this, that. And we'll say, okay, we can do it for this amount of price. We cannot take this. Example, let's say you have three things of bleach. We'll say we cannot take the bleach, but we can take everything else. You either say, yes, or you'll say no, or you're like, that's kind of pricey. If you want to work something out, we do give senior discounts, give veteran discounts, and first responder discounts. So if you're any of those three, we'll definitely go ahead and drop the price. If it's too pricey for you, we'll load the truck up. We'll be done as fast as possible because you don't want to be there all day. So you're trying to move
Sure.
fast, but you want to make sure you're safe as well because we don't want to make sure nothing's damaged. We want to make sure that you're satisfied. And then once we're done, we'll take before pictures and we'll take after pictures when we're done. And then we'll call you out or send you the pictures or the videos. You'll say, okay, I like it. You pay us. We're on our way. That's it.
What's your typical client? Is it people that just have things? Do you have a lot of hoarder situations that you have to deal with?
Currently, not right now with the hoarder situations, but our typical client, I would say it's a woman. She's either elderly or she's single, and usually over the age of like I want to say 35. And the reason being is they don't want to lift or they can't lift, which I
Hmm.
understand. So I'm there for them. You know what I mean? But anybody can call us. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're old, if you're young, if you're skinny, muscular. It doesn't matter. Many different people have called us.
Hmm.
Because some people they're just like, you know what? I have the money. I'm just gonna pay you, the young guys. Go ahead and take this trash for me, and I'm happy.
Now, you show up. You show up in a box truck. You show up and drop a dumpster off. What can I expect?
Hmm. So we don't do dumpsters. We just when I started in a Ford F-150 2001, and transmission blew on me, but I had that bad boy for about 9 months, and I was rolling with that, no trailer, nothing. Now we just use either U-Haul, we use Home Depot, or just any type of truck rental that will allow you to, borrow their truck. And then also back to Junk Eaters and Clean Slate, they help me out a lot too. So let's say I have a job, I'll be like, hey, Junk Eaters or Clean Slate Junk Removal, can you help me real quick with this job? I'll go ahead and pay you. I'll pay for the dump fee. They'll come through, and they have trucks, trailers, and dump trucks. So that's how I do it now currently because I'm trying to get back into the flow of getting a pickup truck with the trailer and getting everything wrapped.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So you mentioned earlier that you put this together after your mom passed away.
Hmm.
Was it kind of a situation of, gee, I've got all this stuff that I need to do something with.
Hmm.
What am I going to do with it? Or is this something that you thought about doing prior to and opportunity just opened itself up to you?
Well, after my mom passed away, I was in depression for a long time, and I was like kind of confused of what I was going to do, you know. So I turned to God, and I was like, God, I need your help, you know. And I just told him what I want to do. I was like, Jesus, I want to start a business because my mom always knew I was an entrepreneur. Like I always been my life. Ever since I was in first grade, I had candy, you know, the Starburst, and I would sell that candy. You know, it came like 6 or 7 in the pack. You'll sell it for
Right.
50 cents, make your money back. So a lot of prayer and talk to God. Said, God, I need you to help me get through this and start this business. And I always wanted to start, like I said, back in 2019. But after her death, it was like, okay, now it's time to really lock in and to do what you need to do. So, um, yeah, it's all through God, man. All through God. He helped me, man, a lot. And I just want to say thank you, Jesus, for everything.
It has to be rewarding to know that this thing that started out as just a thought or a conception of an idea has flourished into what it is today.
Mhm.
What kind of messages would you give people that might be looking in the same place or in the same way that you were, where you weren't quite sure, but you knew
Mhm.
something was missing?
Well, number one, to anybody out there who wants to start a junk removal company, I would say research your area. Like you have to research what are other people doing. You have to research what are the dump fees, you know, and how you don't even need a vehicle to start junk removal. Honestly, you can just use U-Haul, Home Depot, or other truck rentals out there, and to start doing it that way. You know,
Hmm.
you might have to charge a little bit more because you have to pay for the vehicle, but research your area, get insurance, business insurance. You know, start your LLC, open the business bank account, and start slow, start small. You don't want to, take out a business loan for $50,000 and then you don't make that back until 5 years later, you know. So just start real small and grow each week, each month. Just set goals, and once you reach that goals, and network too. That's another thing too. You have to network out there. If you don't
Hmm.
network, you're really not gonna get any business like that. If you got to go to Staples and get 500 business cards and go door to door to 500 different doors, do that. You know, you just got to talk because closed mouth don't get fed. You know.
There you go. What area do you take care of?
The entire Treasure Coast, and we are starting to go into Jupiter and West Palm Beach. But we have went as far as Sebastian. So Sebastian, we had one guy from Melbourne call us, and we had a few West Palm Beach people call us as well. So if if we got to travel an hour and a half to go dump some garbage, let's do it. You know.
Nice. That's great. If people are looking for the services that you provide, how do they reach you?
You can reach me mainly through my number, 772 That's the number you can text or call, or you can go on my Facebook. I'm really active on that the most. And then we also have Instagram, and we do have a YouTube channel as well, but we're not really active on those. We're also on Nextdoor as well, but mainly Facebook and my number. If you call me, we can work something out. If you want a video chat and show me what you need removed, that works.
Fantastic. We've got that information up on the screen for you so that you can reach out to Jeremiah. Folks, it's not always easy parting with your prized possessions that you haven't seen over the last 3 years, but it becomes easier when you have people like Jeremiah and his team to come in and help you sort through the things that are holding you back from having a brighter tomorrow. Jeremiah, thanks for coming in. We
Thank
appreciate
you
your
for having me.
time.
Appreciate you, man.
When you need your junk removed, reach out to Jeremiah and Freedom Seeking Junk Removal. He is going to take great care of you and make sure that everything is
Great
done
care.
in a professional manner.
Great
We'll be
care.
back.